Now, we are going to start with the next part of the chapter, P block elements. Today we will talk about oxoacids of nitrogen. Nitrogen forms a number of oxoacids. You can see here, first is hyponitrous acid, H2N2O2. Then we have hydronitrous acid, nitrous acid, pernitrous acid, nitric acid and pernitric acid. Among all these, nitric acid HNO3 is the most important. So, we will talk about the preparation of nitric acid now. In laboratory, nitric acid is generally prepared by heating potassium nitrate or sodium nitrate with concentrated sulfuric acid. On the large scale, it is mainly prepared by Ostwald's process. This method is based upon catalytic oxidation of ammonia by atmospheric oxygen. Now you can see here in the first equation, ammonia reacts with oxygen in the presence of platinum or rhodium gauge catalyst at 500 Kelvin and 9 bar pressure to form nitric oxide. This nitric acid then combines with oxygen to form nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide then dissolves in water to give nitric acid. Nitric oxide thus formed is recycled and the aqueous HNO3 can be concentrated by distillation up to 68% by mass. If further concentration is required, then up to 98% can be achieved by dehydration with concentrated sulfuric acid. Properties of nitric acid. It is a colorless liquid. In aqueous solution, it behaves as a strong acid. You can see here HNO3 in water gives us hydronium ions. It is also a strong oxidizing agent and attacks most of the metals except the noble metals such as gold and platinum. Now you can see here the reactions of dilute HNO3 and concentrated HNO3 with copper and zinc. Main product, the basic product is same with copper, whether it is a dilute or concentrated, you get copper nitrate. But with dilute nitric acid, the side product is nitric oxide, whereas with concentrated nitric acid, it is nitrogen dioxide. Similarly, on reaction with zinc, both type of acids give zinc nitrate. The difference is again in the side products. With dilute nitric acid, you get N2O and with concentrated, you get NO2. Some metals do not dissolve in concentrated nitric acid such as chromium and aluminium. This is because of the formation of passive film of oxide on the surface. Concentrated nitric acid also oxidizes nonmetals and their compounds. Here you can see the reactions of concentrated nitric acid with carbon, iodine, sulfur, phosphorus. Carbon gets oxidized to carbon dioxide. Iodine gets oxidized to iodic acid. Sulfur is oxidized to sulfuric acid and phosphorus gets oxidized to phosphoric acid. Nitric acid along with 3 parts of HCl, which is better known as aqua regia, also dissolves gold. Brown ring test. All of you must have done the brown ring test in the lab while detecting nitrate in the salt. The test is usually carried out by adding aqueous ferrous sulfate solution to the aqueous solution of the salt and then carefully adding concentrated sulfuric acid along the sides of the test tube. You get the brown ring at the interface of the two solutions. The reactions taking place here are nitrate present in the salt reacts with ferrous ions in the presence of sulfuric acid first to form nitric oxide. Ferrous ions will get oxidized to ferric ions. Ferric ions with water form a complex which then reacts with nitric oxide to form this is brown colored complex. Uses of nitric acid. It is used in the manufacture of fertilizer, explosive, pyrotechnics, preparation of nitroglycerin, trinitrotoluene, other nitro compounds, in the pickling of stainless steel, etching of metals, and as an oxidizer in rocket fuels. Next, let us come to phosphorus. First, we will talk about its allotropic forms. Phosphorus is found in many allotropic forms, but 3 forms are most important: white, red, and black. Structure of white phosphorus is tetrahedral. It consists of discrete tetrahedral molecules with an angle strain of 60 degrees. The structure of red phosphorus is polymeric. It consists of chains of P4 tetrahedra linked together. White phosphorus is a translucent waxy solid. It is poisonous, insoluble in water, but soluble in carbon disulfide. It glows in dark, dissolves in boiling NaOH to give pH 3 phosphine. It is less stable and therefore more reactive. Readily catches fire in air to give dense white fumes of P4O10. Red phosphorus is obtained by heating white phosphorus at 573 Kelvin in an inert atmosphere for several days. When red phosphorus is heated under high pressure, then a series of the phases of black phosphorus is formed. Red phosphorus possesses iron grey luster. It is odorless, non-poisonous, insoluble in water as well as carbon disulfide. It is less reactive than white phosphorus. Does not glow in dark. Black phosphorus. It has two forms, alpha black phosphorus and beta black phosphorus. Alpha black phosphorus is formed when red phosphorus is heated in a sealed tube at 803 Kelvin. It can be sublimed in air and has opaque monoclinic or rhombohedral crystals. Beta black phosphorus is prepared by heating white phosphorus at 473 Kelvin under high pressure. It does not burn in air up to 673 Kelvin. Students, from this topic, generally you get a question in the board exam, that is, compare the structure of white and red phosphorus or compare the reactivity of white and red phosphorus. So both the questions you can answer very well. I have already told you that white phosphorus is more reactive than red phosphorus, and that was because of the angle strain. Next is phosphine. It is prepared by the action of calcium phosphide with water or dilute HCl. In laboratory, it is prepared by heating white phosphorus with concentrated NaOH solution. When pure, it is non-inflammable but becomes inflammable due to the presence of P4 vapors. To purify it, it is absorbed in HI to form phosphonium iodide. This phosphonium iodide is then made to react with KOH to give us pure phosphine. It is colorless gas with rotten fish smell and is highly poisonous, slightly soluble in water. The solution of phosphine in water decomposes in the presence of light, giving red phosphorus and hydrogen. When absorbed in copper sulfate or mercury chloride, then corresponding phosphides are formed. With copper chloride, with copper sulfate, you can get copper phosphide, and with mercury chloride, you will get mercury phosphide. Phosphine is a weakly basic. It gives phosphonium compound with acid. Like you can see here, phosphine with HBr forms phosphonium bromide. Uses of phosphine. It is used in home signal. What is a home signal? A mixture of calcium carbide and calcium phosphide placed in a container which reacts with water to produce some of the gases which burn and thus guide the ships in the sea. Those signals are called home signals. It is also used in smoke screens. A smoke screen is a smoke released to mask the movement or the location of military units such as infantry, tanks, aircrafts, or ships. Thank you.